Oh, there's a big lake trout. Oh, caught him. Oh my goodness. That's a good fish. Oh my goodness. That was insane.
Yo, we're back out here again. Pulled up pretty much on the same spot from the last video. We're doing something a little different today. Quite a bit more exhilarating, I would say. If it works, that is. It's kind of like a Hail Mary throw, fourth quarter, down by 6 kind of deal. So, I forgot to mention I didn't bring THICCC yesterday for a specific reason. And that reason is because when I was out scouting the spot, checking out the ice and stuff, whoa! I found this fox trap here. I figured THICCC would get himself snapped up in that just like this guy. Oh boy, I'm not about that. That's not my trap. I couldn't imagine how I would feel if THICCC got his nose snapped up in that, but it's the way she goes, the way of life up here, man. Furs are used for clothing to keep people warm. Unlike down in the south where they're like a fashion statement, fox fur and other animal furs are used really for survival. So, it's the way she goes. Certainly wouldn't want THICCC used as a garment of any sort, so he's staying home. Anyways, I got a lot of setting up to do. We're doing something deadly today. Kind of a late start today, but pretty easy to get away with a late start up here in the north. Sunrise isn't until like, I don't know, maybe 9 a.m. So it's kind of nice to be able to sleep in a little bit and still get out for the low light bite. The sun's starting to come up now, as you can see behind me. So what we're doing is looking for the perfect spot to drill a big old sight fishing hole and see if we can sight fish some lake trout. Yesterday I fished dangerously close to this spot, not so far from where our homie the fox there got snapped up in that trap, and I caught a nice, pretty skinny but 40-inch lake trout, which is respectable regardless of the girth. So yeah, we're gonna be sight fishing today. I'm just kind of looking for something interesting, fishing a big old rocky drop-off point type situation here. Drops off super quickly. I'm looking for something shallow enough that we'll still be able to see the bottom and the fish when they cruise through, but still with maybe a little bit of a drop off involved. So what I've done here is I've drilled 2 holes. This hole here, extremely shallow. It's probably like 4 or 5 feet. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 paces away, I've drilled another hole. And this one is a good 12. So we got a super nice depth change, which is what we know lake trout love for ambushing their prey. The area that I was saying where I was fishing yesterday is usually loaded with tons and tons of ciscos, so I imagine these big mama lake trout could be pushing up ciscos into this drop off and using it like a wall to trap those ciscos as they're trying to escape. So I think I'll set up somewhere between these 2 holes, get a sight hole drilled, pop the shack up, black it out so we can see real well, and I don't know, if we can make this work, this is gonna be bananas. It's cool. All right, y'all, we're back. We're set up in the shack. I drilled this big flippin' sight fishing hole. Man, that took an unbelievably long time to get set up. This is actually the first time I've ever drilled a big old sight fishing hole in the ice. So, lesson learned. I'll definitely a lot more time for that. But we still got a couple hours left of usable daylight, so we're gonna see if we can't sight fish a lake trout. There's not very many places on this earth where you can do this. And fortunately enough, I am in a place where it's super possible and doable. So, without further ado, let's get it. Okay, so there's no doubt that this is not the most ideal sight fishing hole. It's a little janky and, I don't know, kind of bush league, but it's okay. It'll still get the job done. So what I'm gonna do to up the ante here is I've brought along with me an enormous bag of ciscos that I caught over the summer, not far from here. I'm just gonna cut up a few of these ciscos, chum this area, just make it rain ciscos basically, just to get some scent going and have some snacks just sitting on the bottom for these lake trout to feed on. Now, the weapon of choice today, 100mm Frostbite Tantrum. Nice vibrant color. I forget the name of it as usual. I feel like this color has a nice green back, so it'll be able to stick out from the bottom. Flashy colors, draw some fish in. And it's got that beautiful rattle and tantalizing action that these big mama lake trout like so much. So I suppose we should cut up some ciscos and get them down there. I'll just put one down for now. There's our victim. So I'm just gonna chop him into little morsels. Just kind of hack this boy up. And just toss the little pieces down. Yeet. Yeet. Yeet, 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 yeet. Okay, that should do it. Works better if you say yeet, by the way. Okay, we'll let that settle, because it is fogging up the water a little bit. So the spot we're fishing right now is off a big rocky point drop off. Kind of slowly tapers off and then just drops deep from where we're at, in like, I think we're about 8 feet here. And then it drops off hard into 40, kind of tapers off a bit, and then hard into like 80. So it's a pretty prime looking lake trout spot. Got some nice cobbly type rocks on the bottom. And I have a good feeling about this. I think we're gonna put one on the ice. So I tried to black out the shack as best I could. There is some little spots of light seeping in. I mean, I guess you can't get it perfectly dark, but that's crucial for sight fishing. The less light you allow coming through into the shack, the better you'll be able to see. I'm really hoping that this is gonna show up well, at least on the camera. I know I can see it, but that's not the important part. The important part is that y'all see it. Once again, the weapon of choice, 100mm tantrum, and we're ripping that on the 46-inch extra heavy slugger. We're not playing around. I won't lie to you, I was dinking around before I set up all the cameras and stuff. Oh, got one! Wow, that was fast. Holy smokes! That was so cool! Oh my goodness, that did not take long at all. Jeez! Wow, that came out of nowhere. Oh, it popped off. Okay, well, there's a start. Oh my god, I wasn't ready. That's unbelievable. Sight fishing for lake trout, boys and girls. That wasn't a very big one. That's probably like only a 5-pounder or something. And it really mucked up the hole. So we're gonna have to fix that. Jeez, that was cool. This is gonna be scary trying to land these lake trout with this tantrum sticking out of their mouth. They got some sharp trebles. Man, that took no time at all. It's gonna take me longer to clean this hole than it did to catch a fish. I need an assistant. It's official. Anybody want to come scoop my holes out for me? Alrighty, let's get that back down there. Man, that was cool. That almost gave me a heart attack, and it was a dink. I can't imagine seeing like a big mama come and crush it. I might poop. I literally might poop. So I'm fishing like maybe 100 yards away from where it was at in the last video where I caught that nice big 40-incher. So that kind of makes me a little hopeful that there is a chance we could catch a real big one like that one. Man, look how nice that tantrum looks. That tail wagging action is just beautiful. Another super key ingredient in sight fishing is leftover pizza from last night. I went with a deep dish deluxe. Flavor's really up to you. Who am I to tell you what to do? Man, this pizza is so cold and dry. I feel like if I was mid-swallow and a fish came and bit, I may choke to death. But in all fairness, I'd go out doing two of the things I love the most. Eating pizza and ice fishing, so I guess that's an alright way to go. Oh, there's... What are those? I don't know if that got picked up. Those were super camel, but I think that may have been like whitefish or something. I just saw 3 dark looking slender type creatures swim by. But at the very least, that's reassuring that there is something that a huge lake trout would come up here to eat. Because those were like perfect big mama lake trout snack sized meals. I think I'm going to massacre up another Cisco just to get a little more meat and scent down there. I totally forgot I even had this. The boys at Catch and Cook hooked me up with one of their brand new knives. It's probably not the easiest to see in the dark here, but such a nice wood handle folding knife. It's like a perfect game knife, flexible for filleting fish. Just a beauty all around knife. I'll show you that probably in another video, a little bit more in depth. I know it's dark in here, but maybe I'll bring it up to the big camera Check that beauty out. Nice little folding handle wood knife. Oh, let me try that again. Wait. Deadly. Okay, let's chop up another Cisco. Massacre Cisco number 2. If you haven't already, get yourself some Catch and Cook. Literally some of the best batter that I have ever tasted on fish. It is so flippin' good. They have several different flavors. I think there's original, spicy, beer batter. I think that's it. Could be wrong, but I've tried all 3 and they are effing good. There we go. Cisco number 2 down. It's just like a buffet of Cisco down there. How could a lake trout refuse? Oh, there's a big lake trout. Oh, got him. Oh my goodness. That's a good fish. Oh my goodness. Woo! Oh, that was insane. Holy smokes. Jeez. Oh, I hope the camera got that. Boy. Woo! Okay, now we need to get this fish landed. Woo, I'm freaking out. Boys, this fish is hooked so good. We are good to go. Oh, get him up. Don't hook me, you big prick. We got him. Holy smokes. Okay. Oh, my heart is pounding. That was insane. Holy jeez. Okay, we're good. We are good. Stop it. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Oh, we did it, boys. Okay. There we go. We got him unhooked. That was so freaking cool. Oh my goodness. Look at that beauty. It's probably like a solid 12-pounder. Man, seeing that thing just creep up like that was heart-stopping. Unbelievable. Let's just get this guy right back. Holy smokes. Sight fishing lake trout. Boys and girls. Oh my goodness. Oh, man. On 100mm sexy shad tantrum. Unbelievable. Does it get more exciting than that? We were in like 7 feet of water, sight fishing lake trout, and pretty well as north as you can get in Canada. I just don't think it gets any better than that. I'm still trying to catch my composure here. I'm obviously gonna fish until the sun is down. Okay, well, that was absolutely exhilarating. I'm gonna get this tantrum right back down there and hopefully get one bigger. But honestly, even a smaller one would probably get my heart pumping just as fast. So let's do this damn thing. You know, maybe unpopular opinion, but I think the Slugger is the perfect rod for these big size tantrums and big rattle baits, I guess, in general. I've heard some people say the Mr. Big is probably the rod to go for with these, but I just feel with this extra power of the Slugger, you just get so much more juice to rip this bait and get the full action out of it. You could definitely get away with it on the Mr. Big, but I mean, if you're a spare no expense kind of guy, similar to myself when it comes to fishing, I would say, like, get both, of course. But this Slugger is just so nice. This is the best lake trout rod in existence. So if you're using a much lighter rod to rip one of these big rattle baits, like, the Tantrum's not a crazy heavy lure, but it just has so much action that it puts a lot of stress on the rod. So let's say you're ripping it on a lighter rod, your rod's already going to be quite loaded up, and to get that extra juice to set the hook, you're already going to be basically maxed out your rod. So that extra power is just so helpful in getting those hooks driven home where they need to be. If you just so happen to run into like a 40-incher that's about to come running through right now,
maybe not. Then you have the extra juice to just battle them the way you should, not overstress them, because the longer you fight a fish, the more stressed out it gets, the less likelihood it has to survive. We ain't out here trying to kill fish, unless they're the small, delicious eating kind. Oh, got one. Jeez, that was cool. Wow. Sick. Man. Okay. All right. Holy. It's just like never ready for that. Never, ever, ever ready. It's always so surprising. Where are the pliers? Hooked on the bottom treble. This is how people always get hooked, myself included. I guess we'll pull them up. Stop it. Please, bro. Why are you like this? Can you? Can you chill? 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 Okay, rod's going down the hole. That's perfect. Sweet, not a big one, but still so cool to see them swim in like that. Holy smokes. Oh, there he goes. Didn't even get to show you. Oh well. I kind of think there's any way you could really prepare yourself for that. That is just always so flippin' exhilarating. Too bad I couldn't show you that fish. Wasn't anything super special, but whatever. All good. Still got a little glimpse of them on the other camera angles. Well, looks like we're losing daylight pretty quick, so I think I'm going to pack up. I'm going to leave the shelter out here overnight just to keep this hole covered so nobody accidentally drives their snowmobile into it or something silly. It's pretty nice being remote and in a small community where people are super trustworthy and you don't have to worry about anybody coming and effing up your stuff. Unreal, man. Clearly, sight fishing in like 7 feet of water is not ideal lake trout conditions, but clearly there's still fish that chill in these shallows, and we were able to get it done today. Man, I'm just so fired up to be back on the ice. Thank you guys all so freaking much for watching as always. So much more ice content where that came from. Lots of big changes, big news. Can't tell you about it just yet, but I will. Till next time, peace.